Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, welcome back to Degreelessness. I am your host, Shanghai Pete, the People's Champion, 21st Century Digital Boy, your good buddy in the mix. What's poppin', everybody? Today we're talking about some fun rumors. So apparently, looks like Sony is in talks with Konami about possibly resurrecting the Silent Hill series. Now, like most people with half a brain, I love Silent Hill 1 and 2, and yep, I'll even go so far as to say that I love 3 as well. So you'd think that my initial reaction to this news would be excitement. I'm sorry to temper everyone's expectations with a little bit of reality, as I so often do, but I'm sorry the modern game industry establishment has just so thoroughly crushed my spirit that I no longer expect anything even resembling quality to come out of any AAA publisher that isn't like CD Projekt Red or Nintendo. Now, as I do so often say, in the interest of fairness, there are quite a few things here that can give us hope, however, so let's get deep inside them. Most of this stuff comes from a website called Rely on Horror, so shout out to them for actually doing some journalism. It should be mentioned also that this so-called news is based on rumors and nothing more. Some are corroborated rumors, some are rumors that come from trusted sources, air quotes, whatever that means, but they are rumors nonetheless, so keep that in mind, shall we? Anyways, on to the good news. I, for one, don't give a shit about any remake or remaster or whatever you want to call it, unless the correct people are involved. And to that effect, it looks like Masahiro Ito, the creature designer for the first 4 games, is included in the rumors, so that is awesome. Also rumored to return is Keiichiro Toyama, the director and writer of the first game, and Akira Yamaoka, the composer for the majority of the franchise. Anyone familiar with Silent Hill knows how awesome the music and the score is to this. So that's really definitely good news. Now, also, don't get it twisted. If true, this is all great. Bodes very well. According to the rumors, they're going to helm a soft reboot called simply Silent Hill. Any talks of reboots, regardless of how hard or soft they may be, makes me go big rubbery one. Although, as a slight caveat to that, I will say that only 1 through 3 are any good in my opinion, so if they want to scrap everything, I don't know, maybe I don't care. The article then goes on to discuss a second possible Silent Hill title that looks like it may even be Silent Hills, the one that Kojima and Guillermo del Toro were supposedly working on. Now, if you played PT, you know how freaking sick that was. I'm lucky enough to still have it on my PS4, I hope some of you do too. Apparently, Sony is trying to help Kojima get back on Konami's good side, or vice versa, whatever. Naturally, only because there's supposedly enough money on the line to make creative freedom financially viable again. Oh, hooray for that. The article goes on to say that, allegedly, Sony has pitched the game to Kojima as a title more akin to a Telltale/supermassive narrative-driven title, which would offer him, air quotes, full creative freedom. Our source does emphasize, however, that Silent Hills is not yet a done deal, and that for now, the only game in active development is the reboot from SIE Japan Studio. While Sony is pushing for the series' comeback, our sources do not say that they're out to own Silent Hill IP. Sony and Konami are working together on these titles. Oh god, please no. I want a game that I actually play, not a game where I make dialogue choices, for God's sake.
Sorry, I'm not interested in playing a game like this.
What is wrong with you people? How does a Telltale-style game equate to full creative freedom? Now, maybe you're in the camp of people who really like those games, fine, all well and good, you like what you like, but personally, they never did anything for me, as well done as many of them objectively were. Why do you have to change things that have been proven to work? Yes, PT with its first-person perspective and quirky Kojima gameplay, if you can even call it that, was awesome. But that was confined to a single hallway. Could it have been extrapolated to work as an entire game? Maybe. And to be clear, I'm certainly not saying I'm against innovation or trying new things when warranted. However, first, I don't know if simply stealing one type of gameplay style that seems objectively ill-fitted to your subject matter should be considered innovating, and second, I'm not convinced that it's warranted here. The best Silent Hill games by far were 1, 2, and 3. I personally would say that the only Silent Hill games that even exist are 1, 2, and 3. Everything else doesn't count and be thrown right out the window as far as I'm concerned. However, it was when they started changing up and throwing in gimmicks is pretty much exactly when it became straight garbo. Remember the Wii game Shattered Memories? Yeah, super innovative, boys, clearly worth it. All I'm saying is, don't fuck with stuff that doesn't need to be fucked with. Please, for the love of God. I know all the projections of how much more money that you'll make if you change this or do this differently or swap that up are very, very enticing. Please, please, just for the sake of your customers, I mean, we all know how little that means to everybody, but I mean, while we're fantasizing here, please, for the sake of your customers, don't fuck this up. So overall, is any of this stuff encouraging? Yeah, sure, I guess so. I'll begrudgingly admit that. Even my heart is not so cold and dead that it doesn't stir a little bit when I hear talk of possibly Silent Hill coming back. But again, remember where we left Silent Hill. In the fucking garbage. So, I don't know. At this point, there's so many rumors flying around being covered from so many different sources. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that there's likely a fair amount of truth to these.
It's complicated.
And would I be thrilled to see Silent Hill come back? Possibly. I'm not just some myopic idiot fanboy who will shriek the virtues of anything labeled Silent Hill to the heavens. No. The first Silent Hill is one of my favorite games ever, and the second is right behind that. Those games aren't awesome because they have Pyramid Head or because all doors are locked and shit gets rusty. You're not going to get a good Silent Hill game by just taking those elements and slapping gimmicky gameplay, popularized by a completely separate franchise from a totally different developer on there. Okay? It's gotta be fucking good. And right now, like I said in the beginning of the video, I don't know if I can trust any developers to do anything that's objectively good. Sure, you know, I mean, like, what was the last thing Kojima did? Death Stranding? I mean, depending on who you ask, that was either a towering achievement or a staggering disappointment. So, I mean, whichever camp you fall into on that one, the facts remain that it's pretty divisive no matter how you look at it, right? And yes, PT was fantastic, but again, it's just a hallway. Was that hallway fucking great? Yes, absolutely. But I mean, that doesn't tell me. That's like looking at the Final Fantasy VII remake demo and being like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be fantastic." Does it look like it would be fantastic as a whole game? Sure, it looks that way, but we don't know. And again, all these AAA developers have long since become ineligible for the benefit of the doubt, in my opinion. Anyways, I don't exist solely to rain on your fucking parade. So, contrary to popular belief anyway. So, let's leave it there. Let's leave it on a tentative thumbs up for this stuff, okay? So far, so good. You got some of the right names in there, and aside from the rumors of the Telltale game style gameplay and just the general nature of the AAA industry, I don't see any reason to panic yet. So, again, this one gets a tentative thumbs up from us. Could be super awesome, could be a catastrophic crushing disappointment. We're gonna have to see. Though I bet most of you know what outcome I'm putting my money on. Okay, so that wraps up today's fun little dalliance into the world of speculation and rumor and Hideo Kojima mysteries. Thank you all for chilling with us tonight. We love you today. We love you all the way. Don't like, don't comment, don't subscribe. You know, maybe I've always said that. Should I stop saying that? Do you think that my channel would all of a sudden start getting tons more subs if I was like, hey guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. I really need your help with the YouTube algorithm. Do you think that would help? I don't know. Let's leave that there though and see what happens. All right, peace, y'all. We'll catch you later.